Shalom, shalom. Brothers, get in here. Crank this up. Spirit of God, yeah, I was shy. We're gonna get this in. I'm gonna put the tune in right now. Get this in. Shalom, Mark.
Shalom.
Yeah,
Yahabashim Shabbat.
about Shema Shabbat. You ready, brother?
Kana.
All right. So before we get started, we want to give our praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem.
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem.
Rakah,
Ka. Kadah.
Kadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone, rule well, and peace and salutations to the house of David, the elect man pushing his truth and faith and sincerity. This the brother Yatazakah
Brother Kapar.
Khan, and coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah, Hashem Rakah Kadash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, you know. And I wanted to go into on this lesson about prepping, you know, making preparations, you know, because we know we're coming into some harsh, grievous times. So, as a man of the Lord, what kind of preparation should you be making? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was watching earlier about like martial law. If martial law ensues, you know, type of things that's going to be happening. You know what I'm saying? And basically, the military and the police, they'll have authorization to arrest you or kill you at will, man. Run in your house, do whatever the hell they want to do, you know. So you know, if you got martial law coming, you know, the grocery stores could be shut down. Like, what type of preparation should you be having to be able to get through these times, man? Well, you should be having faith and fear in Yahweh Shem Shah. You know, you should have hope in Yahweh Shem Shah. You know, that's the key in this. You know, so you'll do me a favor. You'll grab that word preparation in the etymology, unless you
Kana.
got unless you got any or prepare. You can get prepare or preparations, and if you got any precepts, you know, you can bring it up.
Kana. I already know you got that Sirach too.
Oh no, I ain't even got it.
That's the first thing that come to mind.
Oh, okay, kind.
Preparation. Its origin is in the late 1400s. It says act of preparing. It says making ready, prepare, produce. Yeah, that's what it's saying.
So act of making ready, basically, you know, being ready. So how are you ready? How do you produce the will to the willpower or the ability to be able to get through what we're coming into, you know, these harsh times and these different things that we're coming into? Well, you got to be right with Yahweh Shem Shah. That's the only preparation you can make. Is just continually storing up this word in your inward parts, you know, and building up your faith and your fear in Yahweh Shem Shah, your hope in Yahweh Shem Shah, because ultimately can't nothing else save you, you know. And I'm gonna get that Sirach too for you. This Sirach. Oh, what say out?
Come, bro.
This Sirach chapter 2 verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, prepare thy soul for temptation."
I'm not prepare. And I just looked up prepare in the etymology. It's basically the same thing. It says make ready beforehand.
Mm.
Beforehand. It says before what? Before that hour of temptation. You know that hour of temptation is coming, man. You know, ultimately the mark of the beast, man. The violent uprising, the insurrection against men of the Lord, men who fear the Lord, man. You know. So if you come to be a servant, man, if you come to serve the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shah, then you want to be prepared beforehand. You want to be made ready beforehand, man. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, you know, particular men are gonna be ready, man. particular men are going to be in that spirit, man. That spirit that's going to endure to the end. As it goes more into it a little bit.
God.
Let me read more. Or?
Yeah, I got you out. Verse 2. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble.
That's heavy, man. Set thy heart aright, but that's the mind. You know what I'm saying? A just man is going to be upright. You know what I'm saying? And it says constantly endure, man. So you ain't taking breaks when it comes to this endurance, man. You know, when it comes to this, to the spirit, it says your heart. You know what I'm saying? You want to have your mind meditated, all right, in the terror. You want to have your mind meditate in the prophecies, all right, in the ancient. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, man, the Lord, true servants are going to be in that spirit, man. It says, make not haste in time of trouble, man. You know, just like, you know, you could look at things today, you know, see the buildup, you know, the prophecies, and see how people are, you know what I'm saying? Like we brought out the other day at camp, like the Joker quote, just at the first sign of trouble, people starting to bug out and go crazy. When ultimately, you know what I'm saying? Man of the Lord, we see this coming from a mile away. You know what I'm saying? We not making haste in time of trouble. You know what I mean?
Yo. It says, I'm gonna read down a little bit on it. Verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Not. So you know the scriptures are in the 4th chapter. It talks about striving for the truth unto death, man. Ultimately, we ain't gonna buck up when we come face to face with particular situations, man. You know, on the light end right now, you know what I'm saying. But ultimately, it could be a guillotine. You know what I'm saying. You don't wanna you don't wanna depart away like, you know what, I was just playing. You know what I'm saying. Like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying. we go and strive for the truth to death, Lord willing, with those men. It says that thou may be increased at thy last end, man. You know what I'm saying. And there's examples of that, man. You know, one of the big ones was you know, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You know, that was the slave names. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying? they had that faith, man. You know, they was prepared, all right, for whatever was coming their way, man. You know, they was in that spirit.
It says, oh, matter of fact, since you said, let me go to Second Maccabees real quick. Second Maccabees 7.
That could be 7.
Yeah, this just made me think about something that one of the brothers had said. It's Second Maccabees 7, and okay, this is Second Maccabees 7 and verse 18. After him also they brought the 6, whom being ready to die, said, be not deceived without cause, for we Salaki, be not deceived without cause, for hold on, Salak, that's not the one. Salak. Let me matter of fact, you'll read that Sirach 2 while I try to find exactly the quote from it. Salak.
Kana. This is back in Sirach 2 in verse 3. It says, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Okay.
No? You found the pre? I think I know the pre. You found it?
Yeah, Khan, it was at the top. I was tripping.
Okay, Khan.
This Second Maccabees 7 and 1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. But one of them that spake first thus, what wouldst thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather to transgress the laws of our fathers. You know, so that's that preparation, man. Being, being prepared for temptation, man. Being ready to strive for the truth unto death. That's the preparation that you have to make. Being ready to die. You know, being ready to pretty much sacrifice whatever for Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. And that's the spirit that the Maccabean brothers was in, being ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of their forefathers, you know, which are our forefathers, you know.
Beautiful. While we on it, you could jump to 14.
Oh yeah, Khan. Yep. Salat. This also in Second Maccabees chapter 7 in verse 14, it says, so when he was ready to die, he said, thus it is good being put to death by man to look for hope from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life.
Mm-hmm. See, it's a pattern, it's a theme. You know what I'm saying? Verse 2, it says, we are ready to die. Verse 14 says, when he was ready to die, being made ready, man, be prepared, man. You know, he already counted the cost. He understand how this things work, how this thing works. You know, he says, it is good being put to death by men to look for hope from Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? He already understands, like, hey, man, this isn't the end all be all, man. This is just, hey, man, this is how it happens, man. You know what I'm saying? Particular people, hey man, this is like we brought out in Sirach 2 and verse 2, let's lock here. Verse 3, which talks about thou mayest be increased at thy last end, you know? Particular people are gonna be increased, you know what I'm saying? But hey man, these heathens, they ain't gonna be increased, man. They last end is gonna be a whole lot of stubble, you know what I mean? That's their last end. They don't got no resurrection at the end. But you know, Lord willing, we those men are at our end is going to be, hey man, there's not really going to be an end. You know, if you can receive it.
Mm. Oh man, you made me think of something else. Let me get this real quick. This St. John chapter 14 and verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Yea, believe in Yahweh Shai. Salakia. This St. John 14 and 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Yea, believe in Yahweh, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you.
Prepare. You got it, bro.
God, bro. So yeah, like the was touching on about resurrection to life. You know, these heathen nations, they don't have no hope to that. You know, but we have hope to that. Why? Because Yahweh Shema, Salaki our Lord Yahweh Shai, you know, he's already prepared a place for us, man. You know, he's already prepared. He's already made ready our place in the afterlife. You know, in the next life, so to speak. You know, so we have to make preparations in our minds to be prepared for that, man. You know, be prepared to leave this place and go to that place that Yahweh Shah has prepared for us. You know.
Yep. Just to land back, I know we not off topic, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? This
God, you got it.
Isaiah 64 and 4 says, for since the beginning of the world, men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, O Yahweh beside thee, what he hath prepared for him that waited for him.
Mm,
You got it.
God, so yeah, that's see, our preparations are not of this world. You know what I'm saying? Our preparations are way above and beyond this world, man. We're trying to prep for what Yahweh Shema Shah got prepared for us, man. You know, Lord willing, we be those men. We're trying to prepare to be translated from here to chariots, man. We're trying to prepare to get out of these corruptible bodies and receive incorruptible bodies, man. You know, we're trying to make preparations for the world to come, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so our preparations are not. We don't make preparations based upon what's like how we're gonna get through these times to come and stuff, man. You know, we're just Lord willing, we're just trying to make preparations to be right with Yahweh Shai when because we know he's the one who's bringing all this drama, man. You know, so we're just trying to make sure we're right with him so he can get us through it, you know.
Khan, like you said, the corruptible bodies we in, man. You know, it says the ear cannot hear. Our corruptible bodies can't even understand and fathom what's prepared, you know, for us low one, we those men. You know what I'm saying? And we going back into that word prepare, that's says be ready to make ready beforehand. So particular things were ready beforehand, before we even get to the particular things are already set in place, like you already brought out. You know, in St. John 14th chapter, you know, particularly the mansions, it's already in place, man. It's already ready for us, low on we those men.
Yep. Yep. So we gotta be prepared, Lord willing, if we those men to receive those things, man. We don't supposed to be, prepping on how I'm gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? How I'm gonna protect myself. You know what I'm saying? How am I gonna have shelter? You know what I'm saying? Like, look, we already know, like you brought out in Sirach, the second chapter, which we're still reading from a little bit. When we know that's a part of us counting the cost. You know, that was part of us making preparations for what the Lord had prepared for us, man. You know we had to go through a trial before we can receive what the Lord had prepared for us, man. So that was a part of our preparations uh to get right with Yahweh Shem Shah, was to be ready for um for to pretty much ultimately possibly death, before we came in the truth. We had to be ready beforehand to possibly go through that.
Mm-hmm. Kind of. Just like playing ball, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're on the bench, whatever, and the coach calls your number. You want to make sure you're ready, man. You know, you want to make sure your uniform's on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got your warm ups on still. If you ain't ready, it's like, all right, get your ass back on the bench, man. You ain't even ready, man. You ain't even got no burn. That's it. No
Yep.
minutes, man. You know what I'm saying? Your chance, that was your chance, man. You lost it. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure, low one, you want to make sure you're ready, man. You know what I mean? Because if you're not, then hey, man, you know that ticket on charity, hey, that might be it.
Bro. That's right. You got something else? I want to read a little bit more in this Sirach too.
You got it. I know you ain't even bring your pre's out yet.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good, brother. No worries. This Sirach 2 and Salakia, brother. You got it up.
Sirach 2, yeah, and
Yeah.
3.
You start from
Read
4.
three again.
Well, yeah, you can read it. Yeah, go ahead. Salakia.
Okay. It says, verse 3 says, "Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayst be increased at thy last end." Verse 4 it says, "Whatsoever is brought and be paid state." You know what I'm
So it
saying?
says whatever. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. What you about to say?
No, you got it.
Yeah, I was going to read it one more time for me, Baba Kasha.
Con. It says, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully."
Right. So
And be
whatever
patient.
is brought upon you, you take it cheerfully, man. Why? Because what you brought out Isaiah 64:4. Eyes have not seen what, or ears have not heard what the Lord had prepared for those who love Him. So that's why you take it cheerfully when you are brought down to. Whatsoever you're going through, you take it cheerfully, man, because ultimately Yahweh Shema Shah has something waiting on you. Lord willing, you one of those men. This is just a part that you got to go through, to be brought back to Him.
Mm-hmm. Con. Just going back into Second Maccabees 7, we read in verse 14. Now he said it's a good thing to be put to death by men. You know what I'm saying? He took that cheerfully, like, hey, this is this is a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Good point. Yep.
Keep going.
Yeah, brother. Salak.
Verse 5, it says, "For gold,
Salak,
Slakia." Yeah.
yeah.
It says back and forth. It says, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low state."
So we got to be changed to a lower state, man. You know, that's a part of this too. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to make preparations for. Well, when you come into the truth, you know, Yahweh Shah said, sell all that thine have, man. You know, if you love your father, mother, children or wife more than me, then you're not worthy to be my disciple. So those are all things we had to make preparations for before we came into this truth, man. You know, we had to be prepared to lose things and go through things, man. You know,
Yep. It says, verse 5, it says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity."
right? So we have to be prepared to go through adversity and affliction, man. You know, because why? That's a part of Yahweh Shem Shai proving us, man, as his men. You know, that's a part of him uh prepping us, man. Prepping us for what he's gonna give us, man. So we have to be prepped for what he's gonna put us through, man. You know, the Lord, look, when you Yahweh Shem Shai, he's not just gonna have, it's not just gonna be pieces and cream just laid out for you, man. You know, now the Lord ultimately he gonna keep us, and every man has their own lot. Lord willing, we those men. You know, he gonna keep us, and every man has his own lot. So every man can go through something different. You know, but ultimately, you don't know what your lot gonna be, man. So you got to be prepared for the worst, man. You know.
Kind Matthew 3 talks about being baptized with fire, man. Baptism, that's like being made new. You being refined. That's basically, you know what I'm saying? This thing isn't about, like you said, it's not about peaches and cream, man. This is how we being made new, man, in this furnace of adversity.
Bro. Yep.
Keep going.
Yeah, you go down to 10, Baba Kasha.
Verse 6, it says, "Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him." It says, "Yea, that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall."
Go not aside. So that's a part of our preparation, right there, is believing in Yahweh Shem Shai, waiting for his mercy, and not turning away from our belief and our hope in him, man. You know.
Yep.
Matter of fact, go to 12, Baba Kasha.
Verse 8, it says, "Yea, that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail."
Woo, see? So all we got this our preparation right there is to fear the Lord, believe in him, and hope in him, man. You know, that's our preparation right now, which we constantly try to build our fear, our hope, and our faith up day by day. You know, and that's what we've been doing since we've been in the truth. You know, or at least that's what you're supposed to be doing. You know, so why? So you could be prepped for to receive your reward, man. You know, which a part of that reward goes into Revelations 3, which you was touching on. Let me bring it out for you, because this is a part of your reward right here. This Revelation chapter 3 and uh verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." You know, so this what's coming is coming upon everybody. The hour of temptation is going to come upon everybody that dwell upon the earth. Okay, but Yahweh Shem Shai said, since you kept my word, you kept the faith, you kept the fear, you kept the hope in me, you cleaved unto me, I'm gonna keep you from that. So that's our preparation right there. You know, is hoping and having faith and fearing Yahweh Shem Shai. Why? Because he's gonna bring us through uh these different situations and circumstances. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I think if you go into that word "keep," I think it means like to guard, if I'm not mistaken.
Woo! Oh, go into that, Baba Kasha.
Yeah, I think me and Tamai was looking it up one time. But I was also going to get 1 Corinthians 10. Do you want me to get that word real quick?
Yeah, Baba Kasha.
Con. In Revelation 3. That was Revelation 3 and 10.
Yeah,
Con. Revelation 3 and 10. That word keep is Strong's G 5083. Terio, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Strong's G 5083. Tereo.
Thereo. It says to attend to, carefully take care of, to guard. It says to keep one in state in which he is, to observe, to reserve, to undergo something.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So that's what the Most High is gonna do, man, to particular men. You know, to keep us from that hour of temptation, man. You know, to guard us. Just laying back, I had 1 Corinthians 10.
You got it up.
This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says, there hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh Shem Hashah is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. You got it?
Yep, So ultimately, Yahweh Shem Hashah is not going to allow us to be tested more than what we able. So Yahweh Shem Hashah already got the lot set up for us. Only thing we got to do is just trust and hope in him, man, and have faith in him. That's our only preparation, to have these words stored up, man. Because Yahweh Shem Hashah is not going to allow us to go through something we can't handle, man. You know, like, because you have a demon creep up on you, like, oh, okay, should I get some what I'm gonna do if there's no food around? Like, shouldn't I get a little extra food just in case? You know what I'm saying? Or should I go try to get some ammunition? You know what I'm saying? Like, they buying out all these damn bullets. Should I go get a gun and get me some bullets? You know what I'm saying? Some backup bullets just in case. You know what I'm saying? Should I be prepping more? You know what I'm saying? Like, should I do this and that with my family? Should I be teaching my family fighting techniques? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But the Yahweh Shem Hashah not gonna put you in a situation that you can't handle, man. You know? And then we went into that word keep, he's gonna guard you, man. So you gotta have faith and hope in it. And you gotta fear Yahweh Shem Hashah, because you know that he will bring these things upon you, man. You know, but you hope for his mercy, man. You know, you just cleave unto him. That's the preparation. You make preparations to be prepared to what, no matter what, to stay believing in Yahweh Shem Hashah. You know what I'm saying? That's the preparations.
Not. Yep. And like I like saying, like, these words is comforting, man. Understand the different accounts, man. Like we brought out with the Maccabean brother. You know what I'm saying? The like I said, you know, Sajak, Meshach, and Abednego. Like, if you really got that belief, do you really believe these accounts, man? Do you really believe that, like, you could get spiritual powers, man? The Most High is going to lift the standard up for particular men. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you truly believe, then it ain't going to be no problem. You know, you're going to be able to follow what the scriptures are saying, man. You know, to truly believe he's a reward of them that diligently seek him, man. You know, that you're going to be patient. You're not going to make haste in that day of trouble.
Bro. Yep. That's beautiful. That's that was it on that, brother? Or you got something else?
It was more in the Sirach too.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the 12. I wanted to go to 12.
I could go back. This is back in Sirach 2.
And matter of fact, you got to go to 13. So like,
damn. Back in Sirach 2 and verse, I'm gonna just read verse 8. It says, "Ye that fear the Lord, Yahweh Shem Hashah, believe him, and your reward shall not fail." It says, "Ye that fear the Lord, Yahweh Shem Hashah, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy." Verse 10 says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Hashah and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?"
And that was going into what you were saying. Do you really believe in these words, man? Do you really believe these accounts? Now that's what it really boiled down to. Do you really believe that Jonah was in the belly of the whale for 3 days and 3 nights, and Yahweh Shem Hashah cast him out the belly? You know, do you really believe that Jeremiah was in a dungeon prison? You know what I'm saying? And got cast out of it. Do you really believe Apostle Paul was bitten by a venomous snake and nothing happened to him, man? All right. Do you believe Apostle Paul was stoned and got resurrected back to life? Do you believe Yahweh Shai got resurrected back to life? You know, Do you
Mm.
believe Job's latter end was increased better than his beginning? You know,
Mm.
now you got to start really, but now you got to call into question the things these different accounts that happen in the scriptures. Do you truly believe in them, man? And do you believe that the Lord will do those things for you? You know,
Con. Yeah, some camps don't even think Yahweh Shah did any miracles.
that's sick.
That's crazy. We laughing, but that's fearful, man.
God, bro. God,
I had to get this in 2 Corinthians 13:5.
God, go ahead, brother.
It says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates.
Hey, you got to go into that word examine. I looked it up the other day. It's wild. You know what I'm saying?
Come. It's 2 Corinthians 13:5. Salakia. This thing moving a little slow. So that word examine, let's see. Strong's G 3985. Pirazo. Let me see how to pronounce.
Strong's G 3985.
All right. Well, I don't think he only not, but Strong's G Pirazo. Strong's G 3985. It says to try whether a thing can be done.
To try whether a thing can be done. That's making preparations.
Nah. Yeah, and it goes into counting the cost. You know, like do I have enough? Do I have sufficient enough to finish this job?
Ooh,
You
God,
know,
bro. Yep. God, brother. Yep.
like am I gonna be able to endure to the end of this thing? Like,
Mm. God,
you know what
bro.
I'm
Yep.
saying? Make your
Yep.
body a living sacrifice, man. You know what I'm saying? Really
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice the things of this world, man. Any material gain that you could have had or whatever. You know, any sort of fake acclaim, fame. You know what I'm saying? Any type of mammon. You know what I'm saying? You giving all that up. You
God,
know,
bro. Yep.
that should be. You should really take that cheerfully. You know, understanding how vain it is anyway.
God, brother. Yep.
You mean to keep reading? I think that was it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a little bit more, and there's one more point I wanted to touch on there because it link up with Sirach too.
Come. It says to try whether a thing can be done. It says to attempt, endeavor. It says to try, make trial of,
See, there you
test.
go to try and make trial of, man. So that's how you examine yourself by going through something, man. But when you go through something, do you fold or not? You know, so making making preparations to be ready for when a situation arises upon you that you don't fold up, man. You know, so whatever hell is coming upon you, basically you're ready for it. You know, because you know that this was a part of your trial. Yabashim outside. You know,
Come on.
but yeah, that was pretty much it right there.
Come. Back in Sirach 2.
Yeah, con.
Come. And I'm a whole, I guess, St. Luke 14, just because I referenced it
I
earlier.
was thinking of that too, con, brother, con. Yep.
Come. So back in Sirach 2. And
Mm-hmm.
let me just read, 10 again?
Con.
It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord Yahweh Shah and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? It says, for the Lord Yahweh Shah is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction.
So that's what you got to have preparations in your mind to know. Like the Lord, he full of mercy and he's long suffering, man. He forgives sins, man. You know, and he saveth in a time of affliction. So that's what you got to have preparations in your minds to know and be ready for it. Look, Yahweh Shah, he will deliver me, man. He will make sure I'm straight, man. He will keep me, man. You know, I just got to have faith and hope in him. I got. That's why you just have to have make more preparations to have stronger hope and stronger fear and stronger faith in him. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Calm. Like this, the oracles that's in this book, man. No matter what it is, man, it could be something good. You understand particular scriptures. Oh, gift destroyeth the heart, and you could meditate on that and draw closer to Yahweh Shai. It could be something bad, and it'd be like, hey, man, the Most High is dealing with the lowly. You know what I'm saying? It's better to be in the house in mourning, and then you could draw closer to Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. 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 Matter of fact, dog, since you said that, I was thinking of this. I gotta get it now, because it came. It's the spirit. The spirit moving right now.
Not.
This Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. You got it, bro.
Not. Says through patience and comfort of the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? And we know that's suffer, man. We suffer, man. You being made hard through these scriptures. We enduring, man. You know, through the comfort of these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And it's it's a beautiful thing, man. You know, having that faith, understanding that these scriptures were written by and for the prophets. You know, lo and well be those men, because the Spirit is bearing witness. So if we're comforted through the scriptures, that alone could be like a faith boost. Like, man, if I'm really, you know what I'm saying? Like, this thing is hitting right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting edified. You know what I'm saying? The water for bringing me in here, man. Because it's just like, hey, man, you know, this thing right here, you know, hey, man, if you don't got the ears to hear, you know what I'm saying? These are scriptures that you wanna like make sure, like, hey, man, in that time of affliction, you know, that you that you counted the cost, man. You got that faith, and you know, like, hey, man, ain't nothing new under the sun, man. You know, men, our forefathers endured, man. You know what I'm saying? John the Baptist, he was beheaded, man. You know, who are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You can go back in Sirach,
Yeah, come on, brother.
verse Sirach 2:14. Slaki, verse 13. Oh, Slaki, verse 12. It says, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands and the sinner that goeth two ways.
So woe be to you if you got a fearful heart, man. You know, you got a fearful heart. You start thinking like, man, I need to make preparations to do this and do that, man. You being fearful, man. You know, and you have faint hands when you start to be wary and well doing. That's why Yahweh Shai said, be not wary and well doing, man. What's well doing? Having hope, faith, patience, fear in Yahweh Shai, regardless of what's going on, man. You know, that's not being faint and wary, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. Verse 13 says, woe unto them that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended.
Yeah, so that's why you got to make preparations to make sure you don't get faint-hearted, man. All right, why? Because Yahweh Shai ain't going to defend you, man. You know, you want to be defended, you want to be kept, you want to be guarded, you know. So you need to make preparations to not be faint-hearted regardless of what's going on, man. You know, and your mind start getting weak, man, and start trying to stray away from Yahweh Shai. You know, you got to have preparations in your mind to be ready to not stray away from Yahweh Shai regardless of what's going on, you know.
Mm-hmm. Kind of. Now, I just thought about, like, not to go too far off, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you, like, hypothetically speaking, you're courting, you know what I'm saying? It's like someone that, you know, you so call like a spouse to or whatever, you know, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Talking to her, whatever, and she's cool, but then after a while, she kind of shows like she ain't really that interested like that. And it's like, all right, whatever, get out of here then. Like, I don't got to deal with you no more.
That's a great point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
You know, we know us as a people, we the bride, you know what I'm saying? Of the Most High, man. You know, Jerusalem is that bride. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High, hey man, he could just, you know, hey, I don't got to deal with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You faint hearted, hey man, get out of here.
Bro. Yeah, because that was actually like that's actually in the Torah. You know, if we're about to go to war, and one of the men is fearful or faint-hearted, you know what I'm saying? They not allowed to go to the battle because or to the war because they can cast that spirit off on other people, man. You know?
Con. You had me think of one just now. You probably know where I'm going. Salakia.
You good?
This is in 1 Corinthians 14:8. It says, "For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle?" You know, just like we're bringing up, man. You don't want to be out here uncertain, man, when it comes to this thing of ours. You know, if you uncertain, all right, then Most High is going to be uncertain. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back into prepare. It says, "If for the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle?" You know, you got it.
Kind, bro. Kind. And through the spirit, you know, yeah, but we heard the trumpet, man. We heard the trumpet, so we're prepared to go to battle, man. You know, we shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people be not afraid? So when the trumpet was blown in our city, we got afraid, man. You know, and what we do, we start making preparations to be ready for what was coming, man. You know, so ultimately we have made, that's what we've been making preparations for this battle that we coming into, man. You know.
Come. Before I get first forth, I might as well get this in Luke 14 and 28. It says, just get the point. It says, "For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it?" You know? So just like the brothers bringing up, when we first came into this thing, when we first heard that trumpet, you know, you get that feeling, man. You know, it could be sweet at first, but it turned bitter, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta count that cost, you know? You gotta count that cost, man, to make sure, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Am I gonna be able to endure to the end? It's like, am I really built like that? You know, you building that tower? You know, are you built like that? You know what I'm saying? You wanna examine yourself, man.
Time, brother. Yep, that's right. That's counting the cost, making yourself ready, making preparation. You know.
Yep.
Okay. You got something else out?
You wanted me to get 14 in Sirach 2?
No, that was it. I just wanted you to read 13 about the defendant.
No,
Unless
you
you want
got
to
it.
grab it.
No, you got it.
You'll grab Ephesians 6 and 10, Baba Kasha.
This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord Yahweh Shemashai and in the power of his might." It
Yeah,
says,
so be strong in Yahweh Shemiah Shine, the power of his might, man. That's how you be strong. That's how you be strong enough to get through the time that we coming into, you know.
it says, "Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shemashai, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil."
Right. So it said put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shemiah Shine that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, man. All right. And the whole armor of the Yahweh Shemiah Shine don't consist of no damn bulletproof vest and no AR-15, man. You know? That's not the full armor of Yahweh Shemiah Shine, you know.
Hell no.
Then
It says,
it said against the wiles of the devil, you know what I'm saying? So you're going up. Well, we know who the devil is. You know, the devil is the damn deceiver, the so-called white man Esau Edom, which is gonna come down with great wrath, by the way. Which is another thing that you like. Okay, you'll be like, how am I gonna make preparations for this devil when he finna come roll on you? Well, Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's gonna defend you, man. He's gonna defend you. You all you gotta do is have full armor of Yahweh Shemel Shai on. Be strong in him and the power of his might. You know. What it say? Wait upon the Lord to the day that he rise up to the prey. You know.
God. 15 Dracos ain't gonna help you on that day.
God, bro.
It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places."
So this is not a fleshly battle, man. So you can't make preparations and provisions according to the flesh, man. You have to make preparations and provisions according to the spirit, man. You know?
It says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Hashai, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand."
That you have, you get that word withstand, Baba Kasha, because
Con,
you take unto you the full armor of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Hashai, that you will be able to stand and withstand. This how you gonna get through it. You know, so your preparations is to have the full armor you have by Shimei Shah on, man. You know,
yep. That word all, Strong's G 537, is a hapas. Let's see.
Strong's G 537. Hapas.
Hapas. It says quite, all, the whole, all together, all.
so the Salakia, that was, I wanted you to look up withstand, but that's a good word too. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, if I said all, but that's how you get through everything though. It's having the whole armor of Yahweh Shimei Shah on, man. Everything, man. That's how you get through everything, is by having the whole armor of Yahweh Shimei Shah, you know.
Strong's G 436. Anthistemi.
To
Anthistemi.
stand, it says to set oneself against, to withstand, resist, oppose, to set
So
against.
that's how you resist and oppose, you know, what's coming for you, man. You know, is by having the full armor Yahweh Shimei Shah on. So that's what we're supposed to be having preparation. That's our defense, man. Yahweh Shimei Shah. You know, by Shem Kadash, our faith in him. All right, well, it's gonna go into it more. You'll read down to 17.
Back in Ephesians 6, in verse 14, it says, "Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on a breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace."
Right, so it's telling you what the different components to the armor is, man. The breastplate of righteousness, you know, thy law is righteousness, you know, having your loins girded about with truth. Thy law is thy truth, you know. Know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. You know, that's the word ultimately. You know, all these things are synonymous. Then what it said, have your feet shod with the gospel of peace, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
what's the gospel? Or what
It
you about
says,
to say?
it says with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
God, bro, with the preparation of the gospel of peace. How do you do that? What's the gospel of peace, man? All right. Well, we're reading the gospel. That's the good tidings, man. What's the part of the good tidings that Yahweh Shimei Shah is going to deliver his remnant? You know, that he's going to protect his remnant, that he's going to lift up his standard, that that Jacob should not be utterly consumed, man. You know?
Come. Yeah. It says your feet shod. You know, your feet, you want to be, this is how you're grounded, man, with your feet. You know what I'm saying? If your feet ain't, you know what I'm saying? If your feet is weak, then, you know what I'm saying? Just like that that Nebuchadnezzar, the partly strong, partly weak. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
That's cold. That's cold. Good point. You've been killing the points today.
Verse 16, it says, "Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked."
And above all, having the shield of faith. So having the faith in the word, man, that you may be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, man. So everything that's thrown at you, the faith is gonna be able to ultimately block that. And then when you go into a shield, that's a offense and a offensive and a defensive weapon. You know, because you can use a shield if you drop your sword or you break your sword, you can use a shield to on offense as well as defense. You know, so that's an offensive and a defensive weapon. You know, is your faith. You know,
Right, like on some Captain America shit.
con, bro, con. Yep.
Verse 17 says, "And take the helmet of salvation in the word of Yahweh Bashim Hashai.
That's it.
You did, bro?
So the sword of the spirit, which is the word in the helmet of salvation. That the word is pretty much the whole armor. The word, fear, faith, belief in it. It's all synonymous. Just belief, hope, faith in the word, man. Basically, to sum it all up, that's the whole armor, you know.
Yeah, kind. You know, the helmet of salvation. You know, the helmet goes on the head too. So you ain't got no helmet. Like, you assed out, bro.
Bro. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You get that clean cut. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the helmet. That's the word that we bring out. The word of Yahweh Shemi outside. That's without that. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
Yeah, that's your ultimate protection. You know, which the helmet of salvation, like you said, who's bringing salvation? That's Yahweh Shai. Which Yahweh Shai is the word, man. You know, ultimately it all consists of the word, man. You know. That's why you got to be grounded in His word, man. You got to be rooted in His word, rooted and established in the faith, like it said in Colossians, the 2nd chapter. You know.
Yep. And also going to Isaiah 33, talking about the knowledge and wisdom, stability at times, and strength of salvation. You know, having that knowledge and wisdom. That's hey man, knowledge and wisdom of what? Of this word. You know, that helmet.
Yep. Okay, I got a couple more, Lord willing, we could try to get them. You get Proverbs 16:1.
Okay.
Unless you got something.
This is Proverbs 16:1. It says, "The preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord."
So ultimately, Yahweh Shemi Shai, He controls everything anyway, man. Yahweh Shemi Shai already got the preparations that your mind is gonna have anyway. He already got the preparations of other people's mind as well. Just like we read that other lesson we did on the other day in Jeremiah the 15th chapter, when He says, "The enemy shall entreat us well in the time of affliction." So Yahweh Shemi Shai, ultimately, He controls these people's minds down here, man. You know, that's another part of the faith and the fear, and the belief in Yahweh Shemi Shai, knowing that ultimately He controls everything. You know.
Right. That's why you want to examine yourself.
Bro. Yep. You'll get Psalm. You got something up?
You got it.
You get Psalms 33:16.
This is in Psalms 33:16. It says, "There is no king saved by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength."
So it don't matter how deep you is. You got the blood and the Crips with you. The Bloods and the Crips, the GDs. You know, the Vice Lords. It don't matter who the hell you got with you, man. You know, then you strong as hell. You can bench press. You know what I'm saying? You can run a 4-3. You know, you could karate chop a nigga or something. You know, you could break a big ass branch of a tree with your knee. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean a damn thing. You know.
Yep. Keep going, or that was it on that?
Yeah, keep going down to 19.
17, it says, "A horse is a vain thing for safety, neither shall he deliver any by his great strength."
So you going to see gas cheap as hell right now, so you're going to buy a whole bunch of gallons of gas, you know, storing it up on the low. You know, just like, okay, just in case I got to run, I got a couple whips and I got gas to get me far as I need to go. You know, that's not the preparations you need to be making, man.
Yep. It says, verse 18. It says, "Behold, the eye of the Lord Yahweh is upon them that fear Him, upon them that hope in His mercy."
So Yahweh Shemi Shai got your back, man. If you hoping and fearing Him, Yahweh Shemi Shai gonna make sure you straight. So that's the preparations you got to do is have hope and fear in Him. You know.
It says, "To deliver the soul from death and to keep them alive in famine."
To deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. So that's the So you're trying to prep to keep yourself alive. You're trying to make preparations to eat. All you gotta do is hope and believe in your Yahweh Shai. That's your preparation right there, asshole.
Yep. Back in the first verse we brought out in Sirach 2, prepare thy soul. That's it.
All right, bro. Yep, Yahweh Shai gonna test your ass, man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get Amos 2:14 up.
This is in Amos 2:14. It says, therefore the flight shall perish from the swift, and the strong shall not strengthen his force, neither shall the mighty deliver himself.
Yeah, so look, Yahweh Shai got all avenues covered. All right, the flight is gonna perish from the swift. You know, what it say, y'all? The flight gonna perish from the swift.
It says, and the strong shall not strengthen his force.
And the strong should not strengthen his force. You know, so you can make preparation. You know I do all type of martial arts, taekwondo, judo. You know, you know, you're a drunken hidden master. You know, you know all these different you know Tai Chi. You know what I'm saying? You've been tapping in. You a damn shaman. You know, that's not gonna strengthen your force, man. Give a damn what kind of techniques you know, man.
Kind of know about pressure points and all that.
Good.
It says, neither shall the mighty deliver himself.
Neither shall the mighty deliver himself. Regardless of who the hell you are, you can be Brock Lesnar out here, man. All right, you're not gonna deliver yourself because you're so mighty, you know. You go to 16 up.
It says, verse 15. It says, neither shall he stand that handleth the bow.
Yeah, because how are you gonna stand? We went into how you gonna stand. You gonna have to. You gotta have your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, man. You know, you're not gonna stand because you handling the bow. You got the damn chopper, man. You know, just like I was reading these assholes in America buying out all the ammunition and guns, like, you know, because they know something is coming, or they making preparations for it. If the worst does happen, they think a gun gonna make sure they straight, man. Gun not gonna help you, man. It just said you're not gonna stand if you're handling the bow. What's the modern day bow? That's shit. Niggas ain't got bow and arrows. They shooting guns with bullets in them. You know.
Yep. They really just chose that. That was the lot that was chosen for them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they man, they just, it's gonna be a bloodbath out here. We know that was prophesied. They gonna take part in that bloodbath. That's it.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so that is their preparation because they don't have Yahweh Shai. You know.
Yep. The Most High prepared that heart for them.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of. That's all I was just thinking. Yeah, bro.
It says, and he that is swift of foot shall not deliver himself. Neither shall he that rideth the horse deliver himself.
So here it is, your ass out here. You know, you got the COVID-19 shit. All you can do is exercise. Your ass out here running cross country, trying to run miles and shit. You know what I'm saying? So just in case, if it come down to it, you can have your stamina up, man. You know, you can run across the damn United States of America, man. You know.
Yep.
You ain't got Yahweh Shai, your ass gonna run into death.
That's it. It says, and he that is courageous among the mighty shall flee away naked in that day, said the Lord Yahweh.
That's it.
Yeah, that was 16.
Yeah, so you can be bold as hell, man. You know, courageous as hell, man. You know, you're making preparations to, you know, be able to deal with whatever you got to deal with. But ultimately, how about Shema says the courageous gonna flee away naked, man. You know, so it don't matter how much courage you got, man, to go through, or what kind of preparation you make to have courage to get through what we coming into, or the worst of the worst, man. If you ain't got Yahweh Shema, you're gonna flee away naked. You're gonna flee away in shame. You know?
Straight up. At this point in the game, I mean, if people still think that you could do something on your own, that you don't need a higher power to get delivered out of here, man, then that you finished, man. Through. Like it should be obvious that it's plain to the holy though. You know what I'm saying? Like we need the higher power to get delivered out of here. Point blank. Period. You know what I'm saying? If you don't even got that, then you ain't prepared.
Yep. Yep. That's it. You're right. Perfect, bro. Perfect.